All right, so here we are in our chair yoga class. So everybody has their chair, hopefully no back on their chair. If you need your blocks, you can have those handy under. I usually kind of tuck mine underneath the chair. Just be sure that your feet are touching the ground. So if they're not, level them up on top of a block or a blanket or something. So let's begin with our hands resting comfortably on our thighs. Give your shoulders a roll up and back, sliding the shoulder blades down the back of the body. And then just kind of press each foot into the floor. You can feel your quad muscles, your upper thighs contracting as you press your feet into the floor, and then let them relax. Feel your sits bones on your chair. And then lift a little bit higher, a little bit taller up through the crown of your head, allowing your chin to tuck slightly back to the throat. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then allow your breath through your nose to become slow, deep, and even. Inhales flowing into your exhales. Your exhale flowing into your inhale. And see if you can let go of anything that happened before class. Notice all the sounds around you inside of your place where you're practicing. Notice the temperature of your room. And allow anything that could potentially be a distraction to become part of your practice today. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose. Inhaling, feeling that belly rise. Exhaling, feeling your belly soften. And then take a few breaths and just scan your body. Notice how your head, your neck feels. Notice if your brow is furrowed, if you have any concern look on your face, see if you can soften that. And the easiest way to do that is just to put a little smile on the corner of your mouth. Notice your throat and neck and tops of your shoulders. Feel the heaviness, the weight of your arms, your hands resting on your thigh. Feel your sits bones connected to the chair, backs of your thighs. And all the way down to your feet. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. Just being aware of how your physical body feels in this moment, how you feel emotionally in this moment. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale our chin to our chest. We're just going to make a few half circles. So bringing our chin to the right as we inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, inhale, chin to the opposite side. Making a few of those inhales and exhales. Using your breath. And then bringing that back to the center. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears, back a few times. Just allow your hands to glide along the calf, along the thighs. And same thing, moving them to the front. Just allow your hands to glide. And then come back to rest. Take your right ear towards the right shoulder. And then reach away, maybe a 45-degree angle with your left hand. Few breaths here, feeling a stretch deeply along the left side of the neck. And bring that hand back to your lap. Stretch out the right arm, left ear to the left shoulder. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If it feels too intense, you can just bring your hand back to your lap. This just intensifies that stretch a little bit. So always remember to see where your body's feeling with each movement we make, and then come back to the center. And then let's interlace our fingers, and we're just going to make some figure 8 or infinities around our head. So we're going to bring one elbow up over, then the palms are behind the head, and then the other elbow up. Yeah. Kind of making a figure 8. Seeing if you can keep your shoulders relatively soft. That sounds sort of counterintuitive. Everybody looks good. Yeah, we have to use our brains a little, right? And then reverse that direction. Nice movement in the shoulder joints. Good. Now, keeping your hands together, we're going to turn our palms facing away from us. So we're looking at the backs of our hands. And then just round your upper back. Let your chin come towards your chest and bring your belly button in. Just take a few breaths here. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. And then raise your hands, palms up to the ceiling. And then just bend your elbows slightly so your shoulders are relaxed. You should be able to turn your head side to side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then turn your palms down and release your hands back down to your lap. Take a breath. Notice the energy in your neck, the energy and movement in the shoulders. Let's stretch out our left arm like we're saying stop. Fingertips to the ceiling. Reach your other hand around and gently press back on your fingertips, stretching the underside of your forearm. Few breaths here. Feeling it into the hands, getting a nice stretch in the hands. You can also just rotate your thumb. If you're not touching your thumb, make some circles with the thumb. See how that feels. And then gently press the back of the hand down, stretching the forearm. Deep breath in. Soften those shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath down, out, in and out. Good job. And then switch. Stop with the right hand. Press the fingers back and circle your thumb a few times in each direction. Shoulders away from the ears. Press down the back of the hands. Another few breaths here. And just make some circles with your hands, wrists, and then see if you can just circle your elbows. Sounds kind of interesting, doesn't it? So see if you can just leave your hand, your arm, your lower arm in one piece. Yeah. And then just circle your elbows. And then see if you can do one arm coming towards you, like one arm on top, one arm on the bottom, and then switching that, reversing that. So like a wheel to the front and a wheel towards your body. Good. And then little scarecrow arms. I don't know about you guys, but I find a lot of tension these days in my elbows from a lot of typing, a lot of work on my phone. So even let's do our immune points, taking our thumb, bending our elbow, and right where that elbow crease ends, just mushing around in there a little bit. So just do it lightly to start because this can be sensitive. These are immune points, so they're really good for immunity, but they're also on the muscle that works a lot when we're typing, when we're using our devices. So if it feels sore, that's probably why. Yeah, and then switch to the other arm. Just kind of digging in there, mushing around in that muscle. And go a little bit below it towards the wrist, and then at the wrist, at the crease in the elbow, and a little bit above it. And then just relax your arms down to the side. Wonderful. Now let's do some side bends. So you can grab onto the chair if you want to. We're going to start with our right side, reaching our right arm up and then bending over. So make sure you keep your glutes on the chair. That's the most important thing for this stretch. And if you want to, you can look up, or you can just let your head relax. Just let that left ear fall towards the left shoulder. And keep that chest nice wide open. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. And then stretch back up and switch to the other side, inhaling your left arm up. See how this side feels this morning. Reaching over, palm to the front, maybe looking up, or maybe you want to start looking up, and then maybe you just want to let your head relax. Deep breaths. One more deep breath. And then reach that arm up, and then now let's take our right arm straight up to the ceiling. And when we bring that arm up, we're going to stretch our left leg out and flex our foot. And then we're going to bring that down and then reach up with the opposite arm and opposite leg. And down and up, down and up. Starting to work a little bit more with our lower body. Now I want you to pay attention when you lift the leg off the floor. What is your opposite leg doing? I want you to make that leg active as well. So press that opposite foot into the floor. And make sure you have nice contact. A couple more on each side. Good. And then relax, bringing both feet down. Roll your shoulders up and back. Good. Now let's bring that left leg up and just reach the left leg straight out. If you need to, you can hold it from the bottom. So you can grab onto that leg on the bottom if you want. Flex the left toes back towards you. And then make some circles with your ankle. Good. And again, you can try without, whatever you feel like this morning. Good morning, Betty. And then release that foot down. Lift the right leg up and stretch that foot straight out, bringing the toes back towards you. And making some circles. And the other direction. Flexing and bringing that foot down. Good. Now let's just take our left leg out to the side. So if you can, try to keep your right leg straight, left leg out. So 90-degree angle. And then we're just going to turn towards the left leg that's out. And then reach your arms up. And we're just going to reach over that thigh. So if we were sitting down, we could think of this as one leg out and one leg in. So this is just a chair version of that. So just reaching out over to the side. You're going to feel a bit of a stretch in the inner thighs. From here, you can just let your hands rest on your thigh. And again, notice that right leg should be pressed into the floor. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Then reach those arms back out, press your feet into the floor, rise back up, lower your arms, bring the left leg to the front of the chair, and open the right leg to the side. Turn a little bit to the right side, arms come up, and reach over your thigh. Allow yourself just to fold forward. So a little bit of a twist in our spine, our low back as well. Take some deep breaths here. Good. Reach your arms back out by your ears. Press into your feet as you lift up. Lower your arms and bring that leg back to the front. Good. Now let's try that. Just stretching the right leg, the left leg straight out. Right leg stays on the floor. Turn towards the left leg and then exhale and just fold forward. So deep breath in and out. Keep the left foot flexed. Press the left foot in the heel, the left heel into the floor, the right foot into the floor. Reach your arms back out by your ears and then press yourself back up using your core, relaxing your arms and bringing that foot back to the front. And then one more diagonal stretch, reaching that right leg out, inhaling arms up, facing the right leg, press the right heel into the floor and slowly lower over the leg. Just let your arms, your head relax. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Press the right heel, the left foot into the floor, arms by the ears, press and reach up. Relax your arms and bring that leg back to the center. Let's take our heels together, our soles of our feet together. Let's just sit tall, coming into butterfly, seated butterfly. So we don't really have gravity working for us like we do when we're on the floor and we're sitting. So you might notice that this butterfly feels a little more intense than if we were doing this on the mat. So you have a bit of a strain. You're actually actively working to keep your thighs open. Deep breath in and out. One more. Good. And then slowly bring those knees to a close And then take your feet a little bit wider and just do some windshield wipers side to side. You can hang onto your chair. Let one knee come to drop to the center and then the other knee. Back and forward. I always say back and forward, but I mean side to side. And then just come back to rest on the chair. Now, if you'd like to use your blocks for sun salute, when we get to leg extension, you can take your blocks out and then just extend your leg to set up your block so that your heel is about in the center of your block. Okay. So your legs are fairly right out in front of you, and then bring them back. Let's just start with a few upward salutes. So palms of the hands together, pressing the palms. Elbows are up, but shoulders are soft. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Lift through the crown of your head and then press your feet into the floor so you feel your legs activate against the chair. Take another breath here. Exhale. Inhale, start to raise your arms up, coming into your upward salute. Remember, you can have cactus arms. And then just exhale, let's bring our arms back to the heart. Take another resting breath here. Inhale, press your feet, lift up, squeeze your shoulders, and exhale, hands back to the heart. And one last time, finding your expression of upward salute. So inhale and exhale. Good. Now let's come into a nice inhale as we come up into our upward salute. Bring your arms into those cactus arms if you wish. Exhaling, folding forward, and just allowing your arms to come all the way down towards the ground. Take a breath here, in and out. On your next inhale, come halfway up with a flat back. So hands come to the knees and squeeze those shoulders back. And you're kind of gazing forward. So don't look up like cat-cow. We're just kind of looking forward. And then exhale, fold forward again. Reach out with your arms by your ears. Press your feet into the floor. Rise back up. And then exhale, hands back to the heart. Take another breath in. Take another breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward over your knees and all the way to the floor. Take one breath here. Inhale, come halfway up, squeeze those shoulders. Exhale, fold again. Reach your arms out by your ears, press your feet into the mat. Inhale, rise up, looking up. Exhaling, bringing your hands back to Anjali Mudra. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Last time, and then we'll add the legs. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold forward, all the way down. Inhale, slide your hands up to your knees. And exhale, fold again. Reach your arms out, press your feet into the mat, lift back up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Take another full breath. Good. Now this time we're going to add our left leg out stretch. So inhale, we rise up. And exhale, we fold forward all the way towards the ground. On your next inhale, slide the hands to the knees, coming halfway up, squeezing your shoulders. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Arms are going to reach out by our ears. We're going to rise back up. Stem the left heel to the block or to the floor. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here for 1 deep breath. Arms come back by the ears. Press that left heel and your right foot into the floor as you rise up. Bring that leg back together as you exhale, hands to the heart. Take another breath in and out. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, fold forward. Next inhale, slide hands up to the knees. Flat back, exhale, fold again. Arms come out by the ears, press into your feet, rise up. Extend that right foot to the block or the floor. Exhale, press that heel in and fold forward. Inhale, press both feet into the ground, rise up. Exhale, right foot to the floor, hands to the heart. Take another breath in, another breath out. And let's do that again. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach out with your arms, press into the ground with your feet as you rise up. Extend left heel. Exhale, fold over the left leg, reaching towards the heel. Take a deep breath here. And exhale. Inhale, press heel and right foot into the floor, reach up. Exhale, bring that left foot back and hands to the heart. Breath in and out. Right leg, inhale, upward salute, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Arms reach out by the ears, press your feet into the floor and lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up. Miss the right leg on that one. Extend the right heel. Exhale, fold over the right leg. And take a deep breath here. Next, inhale, press right heel, left foot into the floor. Lift up. Exhale, bring both feet to the center and hands to the heart. And release. Let your hands come back to your lap. Take a deep breath. And then on your next exhale, come into cat, stretching your arms out, tucking your chin, rounding the upper back, belly button pulls into the spine. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders back towards the chest and look up to the ceiling. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, squeeze, gently look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, squeeze, and gently look up. Last one, exhale. And inhale. And come back to rest at the center. Deep breath in and out. Before we move to some standing, let's do the seated pigeon and just stretch our hips out a bit. So again, if your feet are on the floor, that is easiest. One block is a little harder, and second block makes it a little bit more hard. So gauge what feels good for you. We're going to bring that left heel on top of the right above the right knee on the thigh, and keep the left foot flexed. And then you can just gently press down on the knee while keeping that foot flexed. Stay here. Or you can take a soft fold forward and breathe into that left hip. Soften head, soften shoulders. Nice deep breaths here. And really feeling a gentle tug, a pull, a bit of a sensation around that left hip. Not pain, but you definitely want to feel like, yeah, I'm getting in there. It's getting stretched. And see if with each exhale you can just relax into that hip. I like to imagine I can breathe right into that hip. And then just slowly start to come up if you were folded forward, and then release the left leg, and then switch to the right side, bringing the right ankle up on top. You can even have just your knees crossed, whatever works for you, if this pose works for you. And again, you can just take that right hand, gently press down a little bit on the above the knee, on the thigh. Keep the right foot flexed. And if you want to, fold forward. Take some deep breaths here. Softening everything. Noticing all the sensations around that right hip. And just using your breath, allowing it to soften. One more deep breath. And slowly rise back. And release that. And then again, just take your legs a little bit wider and just do a few windshield wiper movements. Okay. And then we'll make our way up for a little bit of standing and some balance. So grabbing onto the backs of your chairs, we're just going to do some toe raises. So coming up on your toes and then coming up on your heels. So just hang on to your chair and just lift and lower. So feel a nice stretch in the calf muscle. So as you come up on your toes, and then you might want to bend your knees, see how that feels. Just playing around a little bit with our balance. Good. Now, I'm going to have you bend that right knee, but keep the left leg straight. Good. And then lift the left arm and forward, side bend over to the right. Just taking a few breaths here. And come back up. Lower the left arm to the back of the chair. And then keep the right leg straight. Bend the left knee. Lift the right arm up and take a side bend here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. And back up. Relax that back down. A few more toe raises and heel raises. Good. Now, this time, start to play with your arms. Maybe as you come up on your toes, you can bring one arm up and then the other arm up. And then maybe you want to be braver and try both, or maybe not. Maybe your balance is not that happy today. So just continue with one arm. So just try and find what feels good for you. And then maybe when you come back on your heels, you're going to switch. So maybe you come up, have one arm up, come back. Maybe you have both. So just play around with some movement. And again, maybe just playing around also with bending your knees. See how that feels. Maybe just doing that, making little chair movements. Good. And then just come to a rest with that. Take a nice breath in, breath out. One more. Standing in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. So noticing how your feet feel connected to the floor. Good. So next, let's just step back just 1 foot maybe. So we still have our arms on our chair. We're not that far away from our chair. Good. And then we're going to squeeze that left glute, bend the right knee. We're going to do our chair king dancer. So start to fold forward. I just have to move up here a little bit. Start to fold forward. I'm not doing anything with my knee. I just bent my knee. That's all I'm doing. All the movement is from my hip. I'm just bending forward. And it's almost like I'm doing a little donkey kick, kicking that foot up to the floor. So just take a few bends. You should probably feel this mostly in the left glute muscle, maybe a little in the right quad. Taking a few bends here. Now, next time you bend forward, see if you can reach out with that left arm. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And slowly come back up to the center and place the right foot on the floor and just move your legs a little bit, shake that out. Good job. And now we're going to hold on to the back of the chair, squeeze the right glute as you lift the left knee and bend the left knee. And then fold forward and back up, just working with that movement from the hip. And then last time you come down, see if you can reach out with that opposite arm. So right arm reaches up. Hold here for a few breaths. And then slowly come back up to stand, lower that leg and shake that out. Deep breath in and deep breath out, relaxing in mountain, hands by the side or hands on the back of your chair. Good. Now the next one might not be accessible for everybody, so do your best. We're going to take our feet a little bit wider than the chair, so like about a little wider than hips distance. And we're going to hang on to the back of our chair. And we're just going to come down in little squats. So coming down. Now when you come up, press through your feet. And then down and press through the feet. Down, press through your feet. So try to keep your body straight, that little bit of a tuck in the tailbone, as opposed to pushing down, pushing out with your butt. Now that's another kind of stretch to get in the hip joint, but we're just doing straight spine. Good. A few more, pressing through your feet, squeezing your glutes as you come up. And last one, and come back up. Bring your feet back to the center and release. Shake your legs out if you need. Nice deep breath in and out. Beautiful. And here, we're going to do our warrior pose. So you have that option to stand or you have the option to sit. Because it's chair yoga, I'm going to do it sitting, but please feel free to stand if you want. Most important thing about sitting and doing the chair warrior is you still have your body, your shoulders over your hips. So you're not leaning forward too much. You're not leaning back too much. So you're just kind of sitting supported in the chair. The back leg becomes the issue in the chair. So when you're in the chair and you extend that back leg, it is out at a bit of an angle. And you'll feel mostly the toe edge side of the foot pressing into the floor. If we were standing, you would feel the whole foot in the back, in the floor, standing. So it's a little bit different in the chair. So just to make those distinctions clear. So inhaling, we're going to come up, lift your arms up, gaze over the left fingertips. Now, don't lose your feet. I want you to almost feel like you're going to lift a little out of your chair, pressing that left foot into the floor and the right toe edge of the foot into the floor. So you're engaging your legs. I don't want you to just be sloppy, slouching in your chair seat. Make those legs nice and active. Now bend your elbows slightly, relaxing your shoulders. Deep breath. Hold this pose 3 breaths. One more breath. Good. Now relax slightly. Drop that right hand to the back leg. Turn the left palm up. Come into joyful warrior or exalted warrior. So as the left arm comes up and you look up, activate your legs. Press the left foot into the floor. Press the outer edge of the right toe into the floor. Deep breaths. 3 deep breaths. So you have lots of work happening here in your legs. Beautiful. Last breath, and then slowly relax. Come back into that warrior 2. Soften your legs for a breath. Good. Let your left arm come to rest on the thigh. We're going to come into extended angle. So reach the right arm up. You can keep it behind you if your shoulders are really tight, but try to keep the chest open. And you can also reach it over. Now press your feet. So engage those legs. If we were standing, our legs would be doing lots of work. So we don't want to forget about them, even though we're sitting. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath. Good. Now press into your feet. Bring your body back up, back into warrior 2 for 2 breaths. Press your feet, reach through your fingertips, soften your elbows. 1 more deep breath. And release. Grab onto your chairs as you spin to the front. Take your legs wide and do a few of the windshield wipers, especially for that right hip, that leg that was in the back. You're going to feel that, or you should feel that from engaging that leg. Good. Now let's switch to the other side. So setting ourselves up the same way. The left big toe edge of the foot is in the ground. Make sure that the knee and the ankle are aligned on the right foot. Shoulders are over your hips. Reach your arms out. Press your feet in. Soften your elbows. 3 deep breaths. Keep pressing those feet in, lifting you almost like you're pressing yourself off the seat. Another deep breath. Beautiful. Now relax your legs, lower your arms, and let the left arm come to the back leg, the side of the left leg. Turn your right palm up, bring it up to the ceiling, looking up. Press your feet into the floor. Deep breaths, 3 of them. Joyful warrior. One more deep breath. And slowly lower your arms, coming back into warrior 2. Soften your legs a little bit. Let the right arm come onto the right thigh. And one thing I should mention here is try not to collapse like this into the thigh. Press that thigh so that your shoulder stays lifted. Press your feet, lift the left arm, and start to come into side angle. Now both of your arms, the left arm is reaching, right arm is pressing into the thigh, and your feet are pressing into the floor. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more in and out. Beautiful job, everyone. Arm comes up, slowly back into our warrior two. Take one deep breath here. And release your arms. Grab onto your chair. Bring your body back to the front. Shimmy to the front edge of your chair. And move your legs side to side. Good. And then let's come up to standing. Just going to do a few more stretches for our legs. That was a lot of work. So being comfortable, holding onto your chair, and then squeezing the glute muscle that's closest to the back of the chair. We're going to lift our left leg. We're going to hug it and turn it out to the side. So grabbing onto it if you can. If not, just do tree. Just let your leg rest on your foot rest on your leg and just turn that hip out. It's just to open up our hip, flexing that foot. Nice deep breath. Good. And then bring that leg to the center and then circle the knee a few times in each direction. Just moving the knee joint. Good. And then stretch that leg out, reaching your toes back towards you. And then point, flex, and point a few times. And then release that leg. A little shake here. And then the other side. So coming onto the other side, holding onto the chair, squeezing that glute muscle, lifting the opposite leg and reaching out to the side, or just bringing that leg into tree, just to open the hip. Deep breath. Nice. Beautiful, everyone. Good. And then bring that foot back to the front, stretch it out. Flex and point. Good. 3 times. And release that leg down. All right. And then let's just do one last nice back stretch. Let's work with our down dog. So standing away from your chair, maybe 2 feet. Inhale, let's come into a standing upward salute. So squeeze your glutes, raise your arms, soften your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades a little bit towards each other. And then on your exhale, start to reach out, bend your knees and reach towards the back of your chair. Good. Take a breath here. Allow your head to dip between your arms. And then slide your hands to the back of the seat of the chair. Keep the knees bent. This will take you to stretch a little bit deeper. Head reaches between the arms. Again, the knees are softly bent. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Walk or slide your hands to the front seat of the chair. And then press up a little bit so that your head is just soft, just kind of hanging there between your arms. Knees are bent. And then just press your feet into the floor. And then allow your body just to softly roll back up to standing, rolling your shoulder blades back. Deep breath in and out. And then let's make our way back to our chairs, coming to sit. Let's do a twist. You have to do a nice twist. Okay. So arms are going to come up. We're going to airplane, twist to the left so that right hand presses into the outer side of the left thigh. The left thigh presses into the right palm. Your right hand can grab the chair and inhale nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Hold your posture, breathing in, breathing out. One more in and out. Next inhale, lift up through the spine. Bring your arms to the front. And exhale and spin to the other side. Left palm pressing into the right thigh. Breath in and out. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And last breath in and out. Inhale, bring your arms up. Come back to the center. Take your legs one step out to the sides. Start to drop your chin to your chest as you exhale, folding forward into a seated child's pose. Letting everything hang here for a few breaths. And then pressing your feet into the floor, softly roll up. Let your head and arms be like a rag doll, slowly rolling all the way back up. Head comes up to the center. Move your feet together and then inch your way back to the back of your chair, resting your back against the back of the chair. Shoulders up and palms relaxed on your laps. Take a breath in and out. Noticing your breath as you inhale and exhale. And then once again, feeling your feet connecting with the floor, maybe pressing your feet into the floor, feeling your quad muscles engage, and then releasing the press, relaxing the quad. Lifting through the crown of the head, feeling your chin tuck slightly back to the throat, and your shoulders are heavy, shoulder blades slide down the back. Hands rest comfortably. And see if you can just sink now in through the sits bones in your glutes, softening all the way down your legs, softening your arms, but still keeping a bit of strength in through the spine. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, your eyes, your eyelids, your cheeks. Relax the back of your neck and your throat, collarbones. The tops of your shoulders, allow those shoulders to drop away from the ears. Relax down your arms to your elbows. Relax your forearms to the wrists. Hands, fingers, and fingertips. Breath in. Deep breath out. Feel the ribs move as you inhale and exhale. Relax the spine and the back where the ribs connect. Relax all those muscles. Relax into the lower back and the belly. Relax the glute muscles and feel your legs resting heavy against your chair. Relax your quads. Relax behind your knees and your kneecaps. And all the way down your shins and calves. all the way to your heels and your feet and toes. Another deep breath in, deep breath out. Go back to the memory of how your body felt right before we started class. We checked in from head to toe. Notice how it's changed and how it feels now at the end of practice. Know that you can feel you can feel this way anytime that you wish. When you're ready, with your eyes closed, we're just going to take a deep breath, inhaling our arms overhead, bringing our palms together as we exhale, our hands to our heart, tipping our chin towards our chest and opening our eyes, seeing ourselves first. Taking another deep breath together. Thank you for joining me in practice today. I hope that you can take whatever you need off of the chair and out of your room and into the rest of your day. The light in me honors and respects every one of you. Namaste.